Welcome back to the Bad Influence Podcast, Relationship Wednesday, where we show you how to repair your relationship the right way. I am the bad influence that you need in your life, Bjordan Banderas, and this is for the guys. So let's cut to the chase. You ever wonder why she doesn't look at you the same way anymore? Why she questions your every word, why the warmth in her eyes has turned into suspicion? Well, here's the cold, hard truth. You lied, my friend. Yes, you did. And when you lied, you didn't just break her trust. You shattered the very foundation of what made her see you as a man. You see, trust isn't just about honesty. It's about consistency too. It's about being the man you said you were when she first let you in. And when you break that, it's like tearing down a house she thought was safe. It's no wonder she's got her walls up now, right? She's like, I'm not letting you in again. And the most important thing you need to understand is that every time you try to justify, it was just a small lie. It was just something small, you shouldn't even care about that. Let's move on. All that bullshit, you're digging the hole deeper. Oh, yes. So this episode isn't about being you down, though. No, it's not about that. It may feel like it, but that's on you because that's not my intention. This episode is about waking you up. Because if you're tired of the cold stares, the guarded responses, and the distance that feels like an ocean between you two, you need to understand what broke. And more importantly, how to fucking fix it. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be easy, but it's worth it. So let's break it down step by step, raw and unfiltered. We're diving deep into why she doesn't trust you anymore, how to rebuild what you destroyed, and how to be the man she can trust again. So stick with me. This one might sting, but it will change everything. Here's the thing about lies. They don't just hurt her. They change how she sees you. Whether it was a small lie about where you were or a big one that rocked her world, it doesn't matter. In her eyes, a lie is a crack in the armor of the man she thought she could count on. Lying says, I don't respect you enough to tell you the truth. It screams insecurity, weakness, and a lack of integrity. And let me be real with you. Those are not the qualities of a man she can feel safe with. No, she's gonna be like, what the hell is this? Safety isn't just physical, it's emotional, which is something that a lot of men don't really understand. I didn't understand this until my wife and I went into couples therapy because we needed it. That's where I understood this. Like, safety is also emotional. Because she needs to know you're solid, not just when things are good, but especially when they're tough. When shit hits the fan, she needs to know that you're going to be there for her. Now, I know what you're thinking. It wasn't a big deal, or I didn't want to hurt her, that's why I lied. But here's the reality. When you lie, you're not protecting her. You're protecting yourself, and she knows it. Oh, yes, she will know it. You think she doesn't know it? She does. Believe me. Because here's the thing. Women have an intuition that's sharper than any lie detector. They can read you like a fucking book. And that's the truth. Even if she doesn't catch you in the act, she feels it. And that feeling, it erodes trust faster than you can say, I'm sorry. If you're sitting there wondering why things fell off, why she doesn't open up to you anymore, this is your wake-up call because lies have consequences. And those consequences, they'll follow you until you face them head on. I remember a time when I lied to my wife. Not about something massive, but something small and stupid. It was so fucking small and so fucking stupid. I didn't want to admit I forgot to do something I promised her. Instead of owning up, I made up a lame excuse. And guess what? She saw right through it. At first, I thought, it's no big deal. She'll get over it. But the next time I promised to do something, I noticed she hesitated. The trust wasn't there anymore. And that hesitation, it cut deeper than any argument we'd ever had. It wasn't about the task I forgot. It was about the principle. If I could lie about something small, what else was I hiding? Right? That's a good question. That was my moment of reckoning. I realized that every lie, no matter how small, chips away at the foundation of trust. And rebuilding that foundation, it's like trying to rebuild a house after a fucking hurricane. It takes time, it takes effort, and the most important part of this, unwavering commitment. Oh, yes, you have to be committed in order for you to rebuild what you destroyed, even if it's a white lie. And trust me when I say, I get it. I've been there. But here's the good news. If I can rebuild that trust, so can you. It starts with owning your mistake and being willing to do the work. Let's break down why lies hit so hard. When you lie, you create a gap between the image of who she thought you were and the reality of who you are. And that gap, you may not see the gap, but that gap, it could be small, it could be huge. It's filled with doubt, fear, and insecurity. She starts questioning everything, not just what you said, but what you stand for. Lying also triggers something primal. Oh yeah, there is psychological studies about this. Women are wired to seek safety in their relationships. So, a lie is a red flag that screams, this isn't safe. Get the fuck out of here. This person is not going to take care of you. He lied. And when she doesn't feel safe, she can't be vulnerable. Without vulnerability, there's no connection. And without connection, the relationship starts to crumble. It's just two people in a relationship that probably at one point they're going to start hating each other. Think about it. How can she trust you with her heart, her dreams, her fears, if she's constantly wondering if you're telling the truth? Trust isn't just important, it's everything in a relationship. It's part of the glue that holds relationships together. If you've broken that trust, you're not just fighting to win her back. You're fighting to rebuild the very foundation of your relationship. And that, my friends, is a battle worth fighting. So, how do you rebuild what's been broken? Write this down because this is how I did. This is how it worked for me. And like I always say, this might work for you. All you have to do is try it. If it doesn't work, tweak it. Make it work for you. This is just a blueprint. Okay? So step 1, own it. No excuses, no justifications, no deflecting. Look at her in the eye and say, I lied. I was wrong. And I'm sorry. That's it. That's all you have to say. Be a man. Look at her directly in the eyes. Say that. Take responsibility like a fucking man. Because when you do this, she's going to look at you and be like, wow, that takes balls. That takes guts. Maybe he is the man that I want to be with if he's able to tell me that he lied. Step 2, consistency. Rebuilding trust isn't about one grand gesture. It's about showing up every single day. Do what you say you're going to do. Be where you say you're going to be. Every action is a break in the wall of trust you're rebuilding. So don't lie again. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying consistency. Stay consistent with the truth. Don't lie again. Step 3, transparency. If she asks a question, answer it honestly, even if it's uncomfortable. If you're running late, tell her why. If you mess up, admit it. Transparency is how you show her you've got nothing to hide. Step 4. This one is going to be hard because it always is. I'm talking about patience. I know we're not a very patient society right now, right? We want it now. We want it in the next 5 minutes. Some people want it like right away. So when it comes to this, when it comes to rebuilding trust, don't expect her to trust you overnight. Trust takes time to build and seconds to break. Be patient with her process. This is not your process. This is also her process. She has every right to take her time to heal. And step 5, prove your integrity through your actions, not just your words. Because this is one thing that people, especially guys in this situation, do a lot. I've done it. My friends have done it. My brother, my dad, a lot of people that I know have done it. Anyone can say I'm sorry. And that's the truth. Anyone can say I'm sorry. But real men show they're sorry by changing their behavior. That's what a real man does. Be the man she can count on, not just today, but every single day. Remember, rebuilding trust isn't about winning her back. It's about becoming the kind of man who deserves her trust in the first place. So, here's the bottom line. If she doesn't trust you, it's not because she's being difficult. It's because you gave her a reason not to. Most likely, and in a lot of cases that I have observed, it all starts with a white lie. Something so dumb, something so stupid that when you realize what caused this problem, you're like, seriously? But it was a lie. A lie is a lie, and a lie will destroy the trust she has on you. Because guess what? She doesn't want to be lied to. She wants to feel safe with you. And if you want that trust back, it's time to step up, own your mistakes, and do the work to rebuild. It's not going to be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. And let me tell you something. When you earn her trust, when you earn that trust again, when you're able to rebuild that foundation of your relationship, when you see that spark return in her eyes, it will be worth every ounce of effort. You're going to feel, at least in my case, you're going to feel like you just won the fucking lottery again. Like you just won, or actually you just won a marathon. You just completed an Ironman race. That's how I felt. And it is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I'm like, whew, what else I can do for my woman, right? And guys, being a man isn't about never making mistakes. No, we are men. We make more mistakes than anyone. Being a man, it's about owning your mistakes and becoming better because of them, not because of not paying attention. So stop making excuses, stop justifying your lies, and start being the man she deserves. Because in the end, if you are going to be in a relationship, don't you want her to see you as the man she can count on, as the man that can protect her, as the man that can take care of her? That's what we should be aiming for in every relationship. And if you lie, all that goes away in a second. So if you have lied to your partner, take these steps. Start working on rebuilding that trust. Don't just sit there and be like, I was just a white lie. No, don't do that, because that's going to make problems even worse. That's going to make her feel like, again, you don't care about her. And if you don't care about her, why being in a relationship with someone you don't care about, right? And that's it for today. If this episode hit home for you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread the message and help more men step up and be the partners their women can trust. And remember, trust isn't about just her. It's about you. When you're honest, when you're consistent and accountable, you don't just rebuild her trust. You rebuild your own sense of integrity. And that, my friends, is priceless. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. I'll see you next time. Now go out there, own your truth, and make things right, and have a great day.